As we celebrate Black History Month, we are highlighting a tradition celebrating its 40th anniversary this year that has roots in the Bay Area.
KTVU's Jana Katsuyama takes us to a Bay Area ranch that hosts the Bill Pickett Invitational Rodeo Tour, celebrating the often overlooked legacy of our nation's Black Cowboys.
When Jeff Duvall comes to Rowell Ranch in Castro Valley, it's like stepping into history.
The rodeo came here in 1984 at Rowell Ranch, and we've been here ever since.
And he's not talking about just any rodeo.
The theme of the Bill Pickett Invitation Rodeo is the greatest show on dirt, because we are literally doing everything on dirt.
It's a national touring rodeo for Black cowboys and cowgirls, now celebrating 40 years.
Even though 1 out of every 4 cowboy back in the West was an African American, we were left out of the history books.
Duvall manages the Oakland event, which was founded by one-time Berkeley resident Lou Vasson. Vasson loved rodeos.
But what he noticed one thing was that he didn't see any blacks, any black cowboys, any black cowgirls, any black participants of the rodeo at all.
Vasson did some research, and that's when he discovered Bill Pickett, a black cowboy born in Texas in 1870.
And pound for pound, was one of the greatest cowboys the world has ever known.
Duvall says Pickett was the inventor of what's now known as steer wrestling, but for so long in American society, blacks could not ride in all-white rodeos and were all but invisible in American movies and history.
The only Western people that we saw were, of course, non-African American. You know, Roy Rogers, Gene Autry.
An America that denied an equal place for black cowboys in history and for black Americans who grew up watching those film depictions of the West.
Being 75 years old, I came through the Jim Crow period. I remember going to the movies where we had to only be upstairs. We could never be in the main part of the movie theater.
Lou Vasson decided to change that narrative and form the rodeo he named after Bill Pickett. As the rodeo has grown, so has interest in the history of black cowboys. At the African American Museum and Library at Oakland, there is an entire archive of photos and documents being preserved, showing black cowboys going back to the 19th century.
Their stories are so often neglected, not collected, and become lost.
Now that history and the dream of Vasson, who died in 2015, is riding strong.
We've been to 33 cities across the country. We right now do 10 shows across the state.
Margot Wade LeDrew and other rodeo staff have expanded to national TV broadcasts and say they're determined to keep the show on the road.
We want to continue this legacy for 50, 60, 70 years.
A living link to black history, to American history.
Lou Vasson, as a visionary, even for Lou to see what the rodeo is today, I think he would well up in tears.
New generations of black cowboys and cowgirls taking up the reins, celebrating a shared all-American heritage.
And that was Jana Katsuyama reporting. And the Bill Pickett Rodeo will ride through the Bay Area again this coming July at Rowell Ranch. Black History Month ends tomorrow, but coverage continues online. You can visit KTVU.com.